from Be Gritty Horsemanship. We're here today with Max, and we are going to be demonstrating how to fix a wiggly horse at the mounting block, or a horse that doesn't want to stand still. We've had a lot of people request this video, so we're going to go ahead and do that today. And I think a lot of people have an issue with this.
Oh, most definitely.
I mean, I think 9 out of 10 people that come to us for any sort of something always, well, my horse won't stand at the mounting block. So this is our fix for it. How do you want to start?
Well, why don't you go ahead and mount like you don't know anything. So go ahead and take him, back him up, and lead him up to the mounting block and see what we have. Or get on like somebody that's not thinking about fixing him at the mounting block. Because Max likes to move a bit. Well, he should.
I think a lot of people like to fuss with the block and make sure it's just so.
And a lot of people will hold the reins tight to prevent the horse from walking forward, which actually makes them walk.
That seems very unnatural.
And today Max is going to be perfect. Okay.
Well, that was easy. There we go.
Okay, now that's normally what he does. He kind of stays away a little bit and kind of kicks that hip out. He won't walk off, but he won't get close.
Right. I mean,
so try to bring him closer and see what he does. He'll just keep facing those shoulders and kick that hip out more. There, he'll keep on doing that. Okay, so today we're going to fix that, and what Lindsay's going to do is she's going to just basically move his feet, and the only place he's going to rest is at the mounting block. She's not going to move his feet fast and hard. She's just going to move him around. You can circle around some, and you can also kind of make like a C pattern.
Great. I'll start since we're already back here.
But basically the point is, if he wants to move his feet, we're going to let him until he wants to stop and rest. So right there, you want to be careful. Try not to pull him. Try to bump his face away a little bit. All right, let me show you one thing. No, you're good. Let me just show you one thing, because lots of people will do that. When you're sending him around, move out of the way a little bit. I'll bump and then switch. Instead of just pulling him to me, I'm going to bump that head away.
Okay.
And then switch. Make him kind of move that shoulder. I'll bump out. Good boy. And then I'll bump him. And then I'll just take the pressure away. All right, that's your start. And then I'll let you redo it. I don't want him right up here. I just want him to kind of fade in straight. So if he gives me one straight step, I'm going to take all my pressure off and just really praise him. And let him hang out and rest. All right, let me take over. So basically, again, she's going to move feet. And we don't want to inch to it, because then he'll try to move away. We want to make the point. Get your hand up, kind of move that shoulder. Feel how he's pushing into you?
Yeah.
Bump out. Now switch. There. We want to get complete bump out. Hand up if you have to. We want to get complete control of his feet and shoulders. If you pull him to you, he's going to lean into you and they end up kind of shoving you off the step. We want to move those shoulders right now. There you go. Not that much, but keep going. Good. Bump him. Good. Now next time, add a little less energy and see if he'll just kind of coast right in. But not like that. See, he's pushing you with the shoulder. You got to move that shoulder and get him straight. One more. It's all in the shoulders. So get ready right here. Bump him out now. And then let him coast in. Take that and praise him. And see how he really wanted to stop there?
Yeah, he's really wanted to stop since like the 3rd time we did it.
But that's where you want to keep moving feet. If you stop and kind of say, oh, well, they want to do it, it's their choice.
Right.
We don't want to make it their choice. We want them to realize that we're going to move their feet until we want them to stop, and then all they want to do is stop. So just let him hang. Now, when you ask him to come forward, you're just going to ask forward motion. I know he's a little bit far from the step, and none of that matters right now, because the more you work on it, the more he'll want to kind of slide into you.
Right.
And you actually know you have it going on really good when they almost get too close to the mounting block. Then you have to adjust them out a little bit. But once they realize the mounting block means rest, they almost want to be on top of it.
Right.
But that's a good problem to have. Just keep on going. He kind of kept going. Watch those shoulders on this side. This is where you really want to pay attention. Nice. Let him slide in, unless you're going to move feet.
Sorry.
That's fine. No, you're good. Two different brains thinking here. You feel he needs to move one more time, that's fine. Shoulders. There you go. Bump him. Good. The more control you have of those shoulders. Now, Lindsay's trying to kind of balance herself on that mounting block. What I'll do if they're really trying to pull away in the beginning is I'll step down on the bottom step, because you don't want to fall off the mounting block and hurt yourself. Praise that. So really be careful about working off the top. If you can't, work on this bottom step, or you can stand kind of beside it in the beginning. All right, now this time when you direct him forward, you're going to ask him to come forward, but kind of angle it this way.
Okay, so bump him here.
But you're not going to pull him.
Right.
Just ask. Give him a little bit more of an open door and see what he chooses. There, praise him. We don't want to pull him to you. We just want to suggest that he might want to move closer to the step. If he doesn't, that's fine. His choice.
Same thing again.
Give him another second. This is the most important part right here. Really letting them hang out and wait. If you rush to get on, then you're rushing to like get on and go, and that's what they think about is go, go, go. All right, try it again. Kind of suggest, open the door, but let him make the choice. I'll take it. Praise him. Nice. Now, this is the first part of it. So basically what we did is we moved feet, move feet, move feet, and Max was fairly quick. We'll do it again.
Right.
But this isn't all of it. We want them to rest at the mounting block, but then when you get on, that's an important part also. That part either makes or breaks you. All right, so we want to ask him to take one more step. Again, suggest, open the door, but don't pull. There you go. And it's real hard not to want to pull. You just kind of open the door and say, where do you want to go? He gets to choose. Okay, so most people think this is great, and this is where they get on and want to go. This is, again, where you take more time. What I would do with a horse that's super antsy is I'd spend some time here. You could bang stirrups on him. You can bang on your saddle. A lot of horses will stand still for all this, and when you put your foot in the stirrup, then they'll walk off. So Lindsay can practice a lot of putting her foot in the stirrup, kind of banging him in the belly a little bit. Not hard, but just sometimes if you hit him in the belly, they'll walk off. Now take your foot out and praise him. We just want him to stand there and wait on you. Banging him in the belly does not mean go forward. So you can do that a few times. I would hold your reins though while you're doing it. We know Max
Probably a good idea.
ground ties, but all right, praise him. All right, so we're going to, one more time, we're not going to get on, because again, we want him to wait and be patient. Lindsay's going to praise him a little bit here, and then she's going to just reinforce that she can move his feet, and she's going to move him one more time once she's done with what she's doing.
And the other thing to remember too, with your reins, when you go to pick them up, is you don't want to have them super, super short because that's just going to encourage them to walk.
Yeah, if you hold your
more.
reins tight trying to force them to stand still, they're just going to walk more.
Right, especially when you're right here doing this because you're not ready to get on yet. So if you get them, if they're not committed. If you can't hold your reins a little bit loose and then want to stand here.
Exactly. And we want to be able to trust that he'll stand still. So you
Right.
have to trust him a little bit. You have to be aware, and you have to realize that that might mean fixing some things, but we don't hold him tight and force him to stay. All right, so you're going to move his feet again. Good. Think about those shoulders because that's nice. That's the important part. Again, if standing on that top step is hard for you, stand on the next one down or stand beside it in the beginning. Stay safe. Because some horses will kind of pull way far away. Keep working him. See, he's not committed to parking there. We want them to hunt that step. We want them to see that mounting block and slide right on over to it and rest. He's still not ready. Bump him a little. There you go. All right, so not this one, but next one, I want you to try to line him up and see if they'll just kind of fade into it. Don't let him get so far from you. Pick up that shoulder right now. Now, easy, easy, easy. There you go. There, nice. So that's your try. He's thinking about resting. So you're going to give it to him. Let him have a whole bunch of time to chill out and be patient. All right, now same thing again. You're going to kind of open that door. We're not pulling him to the mounting block. You're just softly there, praise him. Softly opening the door and giving him a choice. All right, try one more step. Same thing. Just softly open the door. Don't pull. Just kind of forward and open. Good. You really want them to make the choice of being at the mounting block. Because the more you try to pull, the more they try to leave. And if you pull, that's what makes them kick that hip out.
Right.
Also, you just want to kind of ask them to go forward. All right, so you're going to do some of the prep stuff, stepping in the stirrup, bang a little on the saddle. After once or twice, you're going to go ahead and get on, and then we'll talk about that. All right, stop and praise him. Nice. Now, another thing about this while you're doing that, kind of tell me when you're planning on getting on. But a lot of people will work on this and their horses will get really good, and then they'll get not lazy, but you'll kind of start rushing to ride again. Everybody has time constraints and stuff like that. You only have 20 minutes to ride. You want to get on, you want to go, and when you start rushing and anticipating, your horse is going to start rushing and anticipating also. So the point of this is to keep it correct. The second your horse doesn't want to stand at that mounting block, you have to commit to working on it again right then and there.
Right.
If you ignore it and say, oh, he's been so good, I'm just going to tighten my reins and hold him here, you're going to have a problem all over again. Yes. So anything you do with a horse, you're always kind of training or kind of making it better.
Right. All right, I'm going to go. I'm going to do it again, and if he's good, I'm going to get on.
Okay. All right, so we weren't worried about Max walking off. He'll never walk off. He stands ground tied, super nice. But the point here is, if when Lindsay put her foot in the stirrup or when she swung her leg over, if he would have walked off, most people will pull right away and stop their horse. That's the worst thing you can do. What we want to do is, if you know he's going to walk off, get your seat in that saddle. Don't worry about your other rein or other stirrup, excuse me.
Right.
But immediately you want to slide down one rein and soften them and kind of do a one rein stop. So go ahead and do that here. So if he would be stepping off, she'd slide down and keep on doing it. a bunch of times in a row. You want to get them soft, get them committed to standing still. And this isn't the part that fixes them. It's what we do next that really makes this work. So once he's soft and kind of committed to standing still, what Lindsay's going to do is she's going to move around on him. And that's banging legs on his side, reaching back, touching him on the rump. We want to kind of tempt him to move off because we don't want to like accidentally slip in the saddle or slip with our foot in the stirrup or whatever and he moves off because we touched him. The only time we want them to move off is when we put calves on and ask them. So we want to do a lot of legs banging on his side. We want to kind of play with it. If he thinks about walking off, she's going to sit, slide, soften him again with that one rein stop. All right, soften him again. And again, Max won't walk off. Keep on, a whole bunch in a row. Good. A couple more. Nice. And then praise him. You want to praise him for getting soft, praise him for hanging out, and then she's going to kind of tease him a little bit again with moving around. If you sit there and hold tight and hope they stay still, they're going to walk. We want to act like everything's moving, legs are bumping, because the only thing that means go forward is 2 legs on. Nice. Praise him again. All right. All right. He's good. Go ahead, hop off. And we're just going to work on it one more time just to kind of demo and to help him. We've only done this twice. I want him to hunt that bounding block a little bit more. So go ahead, send him. And this is a good fix too. You can get on. If they stand super quiet, you can get back off. Move their feet around on the ground and get back on again. The more you practice them standing and waiting on you, the more they're going to do it. There. No, give him that. See how you asked him to go and he was like, no, 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 I want to be here?
Yeah.
That's what we want. That's what we're starting to look for. He's not perfectly straight, but he tried. He's starting to realize being at that mounting block is not a bad thing. So you're going to praise this. I don't think you can get another step forward.
Yeah, because he'll go.
Yeah, so just praise him for a sec, and then I want you to move him around again and see if he can line himself up a bit straighter. Good. Pay attention to that shoulder. Soften through. Nice. Bump at that shoulder. Good. Really pay attention to that shoulder or they'll start shoving you off that mounting block. A little more. There. Perfect. Praise him. Grab those. Good. That's pretty nice. Now, you can see he's starting to kind of hunt that mounting block. Again, when this starts happening, then they'll start getting closer and closer. That's when you have to do the exact same thing. If he's too close, you're just going to move him.
Right.
And move him, and he doesn't get to rest until his feet are in the exact spot you want. So if I was on this side of the mounting block and I was a horse and I stopped out here, that's obviously way too far. Lindsay's going to move me back and forth again, back and forth. And then if I thought, oh, I'm going to get super close here, that's way too close. She's going to do the exact same thing and keep moving my feet until I fade right into this spot right here. So all you're doing is just adjusting where you want their feet.
Right.
All right, praise him. And then go ahead and hop on. Nice. And then again, just move around a whole bunch. Really practice moving around. This is kind of a really nice gauge for, is your horse feeling a little like they want to really move off or not? Or how soft are they? Like he kind of got a teeny bit stiff there for you. And he thought about moving when you bumped him.
Yeah.
But he didn't do it. All right, praise that. Super nice. Okay, that was short and sweet.
Yeah.
But anything else?
No, just moving around a bunch, taking your time. I would even, if you don't have a lot of time to ride and you're just starting with this, I would make doing this your ride if it's a problem that you have. And not even worry about like, if I'm gonna this is going to take me 20 minutes. I only have 20 minutes to ride.
Fantastic point.
This is more important than your
Yes.
ride. This is the beginning. It's going to set the tone for your whole ride. I would just even set aside and say, this is going to be my ride for the day. I'm just going to work on this. That way you're not in a rush and you're going to really commit to doing it correctly.
And you're creating good habits.
Yeah.
If you say, just like Lindsay said, I only have 20 minutes, I'm not going to work on it this time, just hold him and I'm going to jump on and ride, you're setting yourself up to allowing him to move more. You're not fixing the problem. It's so much better to take the time, fix it, and then you can have a good ride.
Yeah.
And you can have a horse that stands soft and quiet at the mounting block.
Yep. You know, I always like to think about, you know, taking the time once or twice and committing to it is going to save you time down the road.
Yep.
You know, if you just take the time twice or however many times it takes and fix it correctly, you don't have to worry about it anymore. You might have to go back and tune a little bit, but I would much rather that than spend, you know.
But that's all it is
getting-
tuning.
Yeah.
Reminding him that you can move his feet. And the second you do that, they fall right back in
Yep.
line. Because you've created that solid foundation of they want to be at the mounting block.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Awesome.
Cool.
We done?
Yep. All right. So that's been Mountain Block 101 with Be Gritty Horsemanship. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. Turn those notifications on so you can stay up to date on all of our latest videos. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and at our website, www.begritty.net.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching.